So I want to just talk about briefly and kind of show you the method that I would use to improve the graft site on a pine. So this is a Japanese white pine. The variety is Glauca brevifolia. It is a pretty nice variety, I think. You can see this is just, this has not had any work done to it whatsoever. It's just the natural needle size and length that it has, and you can see it's quite blue. It seems to be quite a nice cultivar to me. Pretty much all of the Japanese white pines that you see are gonna be grafted, and they're generally gonna be a cultivar, not a straight Japanese white pine. And I would say that this is not a bad graft. This is not a terrible graft. You see them much worse than this. I'm going to assume that this is Japanese black pine rootstock, though it could be something else. This side is really quite nice. And this side, I believe, once I reduce that stub, this is going to be fairly nice as well. And you can continue to kind of improve this over time. But as I said, this is not a bad graft. You know, they can be much worse than this. But still, this one could use some improvement. So the first thing I'm going to do is try to reduce this stub back. I want to be careful not to actually disturb the graft site itself. Take just a bit more out of that. I'm going to take a nice sharp knife. Just trying to trim a bit more off of that. There's some over here. Even this side can be improved by just shaving the dead bark and not actually even getting into the living tissue. And if you repeat that over time, it'll help to hide any difference between the width of this portion and this portion. Like I said, this kind of needs to be repeated over time, especially this just shaving. I guess there's not much dead bark there. To just keep these, you know, at a similar width. So now that I got that done, I'm just going to take some cut paste and apply it over that wound. Like I say, that's an improvement already, but over time you can really get them to kind of just disappear as long as you're starting with a decent graft. You know, if it's terrible, you know, you may never be able to correct it, but as long as it's pretty decent, with a little bit of work and time, it can be made to be almost invisible. Thanks for watching. Bye.